I played the best game you have never heard about, and honestly, I can't believe more people aren't talking about it. It's called Astroneer, and at first glance, it might look like any other survival game. You land on an alien planet, gather resources, and build bases, but as you continue playing, you realize the true concept is by exploring and experimentation. The game never feels stagnant because missions and resources always push you new areas on the solar system. For example, if you wanted to craft one diamond, you would need to travel to 2 different planets because every planet has its own set of ores and gases. That push for adventure is what keeps your eyes glued to the screen. The only thing I can compare Astroneer to is quicksand. The more you play, the more zoned out from the world you are. You have to actively keep track of what you set out to do because each item you try to craft has 7 layers you have to uncover first. When I first started playing Astroneer, all I wanted to do was colonize the first planet and travel to another planet. And after accomplishing these goals 6 hours later, I felt unsatisfied, not because the game was bad, but because I realized I had only completed 3% of what could be done. The game's attention to detail is otherworldly. See what I did there? Astroneer, otherworld. Never mind. No, but for real though, I put a bunch of gas into a smelter not expecting anything to happen because in most games nothing would, so it came as a surprise when half of my base got turned into dust. This level of detail is what's missing from modern games. My favorite part of this game by far was the terrain. Literally everything can be destroyed. Mountains, caves, hills, even if you want to dig all the way down to the core, they don't stop you. The sky's the limit. Well, that's not true either because you have 6 other planets you can travel to and each of them is beautiful in different ways. They all have different terrains, colors, and flora, but one thing they have in common is a beautiful sky. Just looking up at it and seeing all the planets rotate around can make a sad man smile. Another thing I loved about Astroneer was its progression system, because unlike most games that either have a forced border or level system, this game allows you to do whatever you want. The way they challenge you though is through a lack of oxygen, bites, and energy, and as you progress you find different loopholes and methods that remove these limits. For example, the portable oxygenator gives you infinite oxygen, and the automated buy farm lets you unlock every schematic in the game, and carbon farms give you infinite energy. These are all late game mechanics which let players who want to goof around do just that without limits. For a person who normally plays fast-paced action games like Warzone and Valorant, the fact that I stayed engaged and actually had fun on a game with no real enemies was surprising. And I believe the reason for this is because Astroneer has so many other factors you have to worry about that the need for a hostile NPC is non-existent. But I can't lie, it would be terrifying digging in a cave and a 30-foot alien worm just dives at you. The sad thing is that the reason Astroneer isn't a big name like Subnautica and Minecraft is probably because of its lack of combat. And I know this because Astroneer actually shares a lot of similarities with Subnautica. They're basically the same game in different formats. You land on an alien planet with oxygen being one of your biggest problems. You explore your planet and gather resources to expand your base. And it's not even like it's a ripoff of Subnautica because it has its own unique atmospheres and ideas. I've been playing Astroneer non-stop for 2 weeks now, and I can comfortably say that there's still a lot more content left. The reason Astroneer is so long is because it doesn't just give you a string of missions you have to complete. You also have to do certain things like crafting automated systems and side tasks like restarting the planet's core, and these things alone can take a very long time. I would 100% recommend this game to you if you want to actually feel like an astronaut exploring different planets and making new discoveries. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and check one of my other videos out.